All right, this video is to give you an overview of our Podio system and a very quick, brief discussion. This is your activity screen. When you come into Podio and click on your workspace, this is your activity screen that you see. This is basically your status updates. If you think about Facebook, think about the walls people post on their walls and you can see people's statuses. That's what this is. Anything that happens inside of your apps, whether they're edited, they're updated, change statuses, whatever it is, it always will show here on your personal Podio wall, or your activity screen, I should say. These are little tiles that we've created, and they are customizable, but these are the ones that we thought your general should go with our system. Gives you different overview of different apps, like a review of what's going on in your app. So these are your two dashboard ones. Look at the icons, how they correlate, right? So these two are in dashboard, your overdue and your new items, how many leads you're getting in your acquisitions app, how many accepted contracts you have in your deal pipeline, as well as these are the deal pipeline, how many of you've actually acquired, how many of you've sold, how many active rehabs you have going on, how many applications you've taken in by month, and also your status of all your rentals. So these tiles here give just kind of a broad overview of what's the day-to-day going on in your system. Acquisitions app, that's where you come in and all your new leads come either from your website, from your free leads, the auto emails that we set up, or you can automatically put some in. You can upload them with an Excel sheet, however you want to get, however leads come into your system, they all come into this app. This is where your acquisition manager, your buyers, whoever it is that's working for you, or yourself can filter them and then move them through the pipeline. So once they're marked, once you follow up with them and you get them under contract and they're marked under contract here, it'll create a new item in your pipeline. So your deal pipeline is all your active deals, all the ones that you have either under contract, you're either trying to wholesale, you're trying to close them, your rentals, your flips, all of your active deals, your whole portfolio is going to be in the deal pipeline. As well as the advertising app can help you advertise for wholesale deals, can help you match your cash buyers that are in your system. It'll match it by zip code or areas they're interested in. And it'll create a flyer for you. The advertising app is a great tool to help you find your buyers and help you help you accumulate all the information to advertise online or however you choose to advertise. Contacts app holds your cash buyers. It also holds anybody that you deal with inside of the system. So all of your seller leads will be in your contacts app. All of your contractors will be here as well. Anybody that deals in your system will be in this contacts app, and you can, find them, all your lawyers, all your title companies, anybody that you deal with on a business day-to-day basis, or even monthly or yearly, put them in your contacts and you can, reference them, and realtors, you can send them emails, all that kind of stuff. Your rehabs and your checklists are your two apps that you use for your flipping business. So if you have something that you want to rehab and flip to sell again, or technically you can rehab it before it goes into the rental category. Some things you buy need to be rehabbed before they get rented. So this is how you would track your flips or your rehabs. This app gives you the overview, it tells you your budget, tells you what status the renovation is in, it gives you your weekly updates of what's going on with that house, and then the checklist is where your project manager goes out, and every week they have a task to go out and check what's going on with the house. It tells you what contractors are there, what utilities are on. You can write notes. You can have these little sliding bars to show you the progress, the percentage of how close things are done, and it breaks it down into a lot of different levels. It's a great two apps to really help you take control and keep track of what's going on with your flips, rehabs. The rentals, rent, tenants, and applications app is where you'll manage your property management type stuff, your rentals, the properties that you're buying and holding. So this is basically just the app that holds the houses, and kind of an overview of the houses, which ones are vacant, the status that they're in, which ones are being rehabbed, which ones are rented, which ones are occupied. The rent app is where you can input rents. You can input rents being paid. You can input debits to people's accounts. You can charge them rent every month. You can charge them a late fee. And this relates to your tenants app, which of course relates to your rentals. So basically, every piece of information that you put in here, whether somebody paid rent or you charge them a late fee, it gets added to their rent log and their tenants app. So you can see it, you can see how much somebody has paid, you can really keep track of these tenants and what's going on with them and how much they owe you. Do they still owe you a security deposit? What their status is. And then of course this relates back to which house that they're actually staying in. And the Applications app is a great app that you can use the web form for, put it on your website. You can send people to take applications in, and every piece of information is automatically in here. And you can look over their applications, you can run them down, see which ones you're interested in, and which ones you want to turn into a tenant. Campaigns app is a very good tracking app for your marketing. So when you are marketing different ways, say you're sending out a mail piece, or say you're using a pay-per-click campaign, if you can put all of your campaigns here, and depending if you use different phone numbers or not, we can really track where your leads are coming from. So the utilization of the Campaigns app, and then every lead that comes in tags it with a campaign, and you can really see how many deals you got from certain campaigns, how much money you really made, you know, through your system because you tagged it with a campaign when it came in. The HUD Properties app is an app that you can utilize to bid on HUD properties. We have a system where we drop in, based on your settings that you put in the settings app, drop in what houses you're interested in, what state, which zip code, which counties you're interested in. It'll notify you when a new listing in those areas is available on HUD. It'll notify you when, say, it goes off market and then it comes back on market. It'll notify you immediately when that happens. You can email your realtor right from that app and let them know to start bidding daily on it. It's a great way to do HUD properties and get some HUD properties under contracts. Incoming calls is if you have a phone service like CallRail or Vumber or something like that, and all your calls that come in you want into your Podio system. Most of them are seller leads or whatnot. We can hook up your incoming calls app to connect that and automatically drop those new leads in your acquisitions app. The Accounts app is an important app that this is the only app that you're not able to edit, add, change anything to. It's an app that just gives you an overview of, you know, when's your next billing date. It gives you a payment log of what you've paid, how many credits you have left for texting or purchase add-on credits. It's just an app to give you an overview of, again, how much you have credit-wise or when your next billing date is, just of your account, active and inactive. Settings is where you set for your HUD properties what HUD properties you're interested in, as well as in the Acquisitions app we have some calculation fields about what should I pay. You set what your rules of thumbs are for a wholesale, for a flip, and a rental. You can set those calculations so what comes up in the Acquisitions app reflects what you want to pay for a house, not what we say you should pay. Also, the Settings app is very important because that's where you can purchase your add-on features. So if you want to add a purchase contract to your Acquisitions app, or you want to add a lease to your rentals or your tenant app, this is where you come to upload us the file, give us the information about your contract, and purchase it. Our autoresponders is an app that holds basically templates for text messages and emails, and we use this to follow up with people. You can follow up with your seller leads. You can put them on a autoresponder campaign where you click a button and it'll start emailing them however you set, whatever emails you want, or you can use the ones that come with your system. It'll email them constantly for 6 months, or you click another button and it'll text them for a whole year of follow-up automatically, and you just have to set it and then forget it, and it'll do that. So the autoresponder app is pretty powerful. You can do the same thing with your cash buyers if you want to put them on a drip campaign, or even your tenants. Send them a monthly newsletter, or, you know, quarterly information about your rentals, property, whatever it is. The Workflows is a very important app that connects to the Dashboard app. These two really help with the automation and customizing of your system. So basically the dashboard template is where you put in and you customize all the tasks and all the follow-up sequences that you want to happen when different statuses are checked in all the apps. So say when you get a new acquisition, you can set what tasks are given to your acquisition manager. It doesn't have to be just the ones that we have. You can have them follow up in whatever way you want them to, and you just have to build those templates here. And the workflows app is basically, it just gives you all the apps and what the statuses are for each of the apps, and then it's just like a connector. It connects the templates to the acquisitions app. You connect the templates to your contacts, cash buyers. You connect this to your deal pipeline when things are marked under contract, or when things are acquired, or when things are sold, that kind of thing. So this is where you build the customization into your business. This is where you connect it with the different apps. And then your roles is just for your employees. It's either we have a set amount of roles that come with this system. You can put yourself in all those roles. If it's just you and your spouse, you're the ones running this business, put yourself in those roles. If you have employees, if you have a VA that helps you with things, if you have a just a property manager that on staff, or say you have an office administrator that does certain things, or maybe you have just a buyer, these are the roles you would put them in. And then of course you can connect those to your templates. Who is supposed to do what when. This is basic overview of our system. I hope that was helpful. I hope you learned a couple things, and I hope you can dive in and start using this system and really get back control of your business and your time and utilize this.